Alright guys, so in this video here, I want to talk about first the new update that's going to be coming out, the hardcore servers. It was not updates in the event. And then I want to talk about these so-called hotfixes a little bit. So-called hotfixes, not really hotfixes. I mean, we are hotfixes, but talk about those too. But first, I'm talking about the hardcore servers here. And if you look, it's on the Roblox, by the way. I'm not sure if this is at the Discord or on the Discord at all. It's just listed here. Participate or limited called the Skull Label and the infamous Reaper Cape. Now it just says you get to earn unique callbacks. All it says here, so we'll see. That's the only thing, because the other one doesn't say anything. So we'll see what they're leaving out here, obviously. Which is here, right here, right? Holocaust will be limited on time, with limited lives, more challenging and impactful gameplay. Okay. And you can unlock unique cosmetics. If you go here, it says you can unlock the Lapel cosmetic, the skull flower, whatever that is, and you get the top 100 in the wins leaderboard to unlock the Reaper Cape cosmetic. Be the first cape with a particle effect. Wow. And then you get the main features of the update, which will be limited lives. Well, they changed it, by the way. Hold on. Oh, maybe they didn't. But it used to be 3 lives, and then it resets every 2 hours, I think is what it said. On the form, or on the document that you made. Could have changed. Give them just 3 lives just straight out. Per round. I guess that means per server. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff out here. And then limited coins. Which means you're not playing for coins, by the way. We're not playing for mining, obviously. Reduced hunger, more punishing reacts. Like even if you could steal people's mind, by the way, it will always be better to kill. So I don't know. And then deadly plague, which plague is just more of a annoying thing to me usually. And then casual stars will be available. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think it will work. I'm just gonna be playing on launch. We'll see. Because it was October 17th. October 17th though. I should be able to do that day. I should be able to play it that day though. 4 p.m. I don't know if I can play on 4 p.m. but I'll try to. Alright, I'll make sure with some things here. So the main thing you get from this is crowns, which doesn't even state that here at all. Unless I changed it. They've changed it, by the way, but this is what I remember from the document that they put out. Is obviously their prize here of a cosmetics. But to me, it's just cosmetics. I mean, I guess it's pretty big, but at the same time, I'll unlock it and then I don't want to play hardcore again. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. We'll see. Change my mind. Always change my mind. And then you get the crowns, the capes, which are linked together technically. And then you get the XP. I remember that. It's not listed here again. They could have changed it though. And that'd be it. Cosmetics, crowns, and XP. I think. And I'll have plus all this features here too, but that's like the features of the game I want to, like, if you want to play this, like when this is over, you know, what do you get out of it? Is the cosmetics, XP, and the cape. And that crowns too. Well, the cape, cosmetics, all the same thing here. Right. Obviously, on here there's 2,000 people interested now. Go back here. How many people are playing my Empire class right now? It's 500. Not terrible. Oh, we got my multiple flag updates, which she shows more here too, by the way. I won't be reading it, but there it is too. There's only 1,000 interested. The long-awaited regimental flags, guys. You better be joking with that one. And then here, that's fine. That's great. Fixing the game. All right, I'm going to talk about this one right here. Okay, now, I'll put it up. I actually, just like Mr. Shumama, I'm pretty sure, reads almost all the suggestions. I read almost all of them. He probably does read every single one after a week or whatever, right? But I read every one a day, so I don't get to see him at like, if you scroll up here a little bit, there's probably one at 30 right here yet. I don't see this one here. Now, if he does implement this one in the game, by the way, where it's 31 to 23, that means it's probably a good thing not to add. If it's basically even. Okay, it's 30 to 22, technically, because the bot. Alright, but we can up, there's 17, 18, 26 here. Right, I don't get to see that. I can't upload people things yet, but I do read the suggestions, okay? I'll point that out here. I do read almost all the suggestions, and look here, could no longer serve evolution in election. Great thing. Fixes a bug, it says right there. Common players are stuck in a bear trap will now instant kill them instead of down them, which makes the bear trap a lot better. It was almost zero use to the bear trap, if I to be honest, besides just stopping the player from attacking and you can hit him. Which is okay. It's a buff, which is great. And here is Thief no longer thinks when we put nicking animation while in disguise menu. Okay, whatever. In Redwood, it's logging camp, bear cave is now easier to escape from. Okay, never. Some suggest that, by the way, too. I don't know if someone would suggest any of this stuff. No, I'm guessing this was more been a bug, so we got rid of that and see what this here. This is kind of a fine feature to add, but no one suggested it at the same time. I'll read them. Maybe someone could have suggested like a buff to Hunter or something, right? That's a very generic thing, but I can forget about it. But this is what I want to talk about. Naginata and Katana can no longer be used or taken from the bank by wardens and generals. Okay. Now, Mr. Regimental Flag update here is going to come out. What's it going to do? Probably debuff generals even more. And they're not in the conversation to be the top 5 class in the game. Even before this, they're not. Okay. Not in the conversation. And the only class that anyone could argue to not have the magistrate things would be the engineer. Okay, that's it. Because the engineer is more like not like a military class, right? It is, but it's more focused on sieging. So you can kind of get away with it, not allowing this. But the general, especially the general class, by the way, the general class, you take that away. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. It's a 2,500. I'm pretty sure. By the way, I'm not sure. I own in the past. I'm not sure. I can see. Oh, that's cheaper. It's a little cheaper now. Might be on sale, but it's 2,000 Robux, by the way. Hold on, how much is 2,000 Robux over here? Let me look. Let's see, 2,000 Robux is $20! $20! Jeez. $20 to not even be allowed to take a katana out of your bank, by the way, or even use a katana, or not a katana. The only thing the general has going for it is the officer's sword. Okay, means it being spammed on a single territory, which is your last territory with no surrender, is basically the only reason to use general. But they also have the regimental stuff with the uniform, but that's more cosmetic looking, and that's not really what you should play general for, just the cosmetic looking aspect of it. Okay. Well, what's the game here? I'm gonna read the $20 for that, dude. Over $20, and Warden was $1,000, so I guess that's half. So about like $10 to $15 for Warden too. But Warden is at least like required to have. You're required to have a Warden, I would say, for a team. Let's load up a map here. Let's load up. I'll load up Prune Spy. I never do Prune Spy anyway. Right? Load it up. Look what the great general class has to say for it. It's like Ride the Glory or something like, or Return Your Glory. I'm not sure. It made it to the top. And that's part of it. Lead your regiments with the hospitalizations. Alright, join the game here. And then I'll join this team. General, you follow me to the top. As general, you are able to crit regiments without faction. Additionally, you spell with officer 100% more damage. Troops the glory, commander. It's Warden. Warden's just these running around. Taking your gold. Well, let's pay you yet. Okay. See, lead your troops to come to glory. Yep, it's the worst military class in the game. Yep, lead troops to glory, guys. Couldn't be worse because Warden does actually do pretty well. Warden actually is pretty good as a home defense, as a like a capital defense, homestead defense in this game, because actually the capitals are called homesteads, so they're actually pretty good for homestead defense. Now there could also technically be a bug fix, but the thing is, the Magistrate update was added how long ago, guys? Okay, and that is not a bug fix. Okay, that's just a long time ago that we've been using it for a long time, right? If anything, the Magistrate stuff should be the base, just like have it as part of the class. Like the base level 1 class should probably just have Magistrate. Right, it's General and Warden, by the way. That's supposedly the best rolling. I'm not sure. No, the 2 best classes in the game. The 2 best classes behind Ambassador and Thief. Well, actually, the Thief is probably the same amount of money as Warden, I think. Well, Warden might be 2K and this might be 7.5. I don't remember. So you see, that's what I mean here, guys. Something weird like that. And if you go back a little bit, you debuffed. What do you debuff? You debuffed National Guard. So that hurts General again. That's debuffing General even more here. He debuffed General even more. And I'd be saying, well, we got the line formation. That's the line formations, yes. That's not Grenadier's fault. That's not National Guard's fault, no. Right? And, not just what the session update. So you see, like, what are these updates, by the way? And also at the, dinosaur map. If you look at the dinosaur, I don't know if I would be like that, but yeah, I guess. Let's get out of this game here, guys. And look at those roadblocks. What's innovative RTS game, guys. But that's all I want to say. I mean, it's supposed the best class in the game can't even have the katana or naginata. Pole's the best class in the game. Right? And this one gets pretty bad. Pretty mild hate there too from that one. So I wouldn't call it hate, but you know what I mean. And they added better grass. I don't think it's better grass. I think that's already in the game. But I mean, like, it's going to be a sneak peek of the map, which looks like core blocks because it looks kind of similar to Monastery, but you never know. But I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Okay. Recap. General in Warden or worse. General. They should just, instead of changing this, just remove no surrender. General doesn't even be nerfed to be buffed, because but the no surrender, then like when the general gets buffed, makes no surrender even better. But like if you just remove no surrender, it just kind of like makes general really bad. No one will be using general if there's no surrender. Okay. Okay, that's how it works. And then well, regimental, the hardcore service, right? Historical choice. One more time. Recap a little bit here. It's for XP, which isn't listed here. It used to be for XP. This is what I remember from the document. XP, the cosmetic cape here, crowns. And what's the other one? That was 4. Might be it. I don't remember. I don't know if you see all this stuff here too, but that's just the mode itself. This won't be coming over the main game. What I'm saying. So alphabet is over. You're going to get the extra XP from the class. You will supposedly get the extra XP for C. Okay, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in a new video. Bye.